Here we go. One step at a time, don't be living on the
Hello
line.
and welcome to week 26 of our vlog. This is Bob Cratchit and I am Sylvia Plath coming at you from the Bellevue West journalism room. If you hear the coughs, that's why I called him Bob Cratchit. I'm Sylvia Plath because I'm living in the bell jar right now.
Lots of drama.
Lots of drama. Back. Our dedicated 35 viewers. We're glad that you're here.
Hundreds of viewers.
Hundreds of viewers.
Hundreds. Make it so.
Anyway, so Mr. Stubbe, how was your week?
I saw Star Wars. These are not the droids you're looking for. Tell people about this podcast. Make us famous. I have a very high midi-chlorian count, so I'm pretty sure this will work. I don't know if I'm sick or if it's just my allergies because the weather is so crazy, but I don't know. My plan for tomorrow is to spend the day on my parents' couch watching TV. I don't do that very often. Maybe that's my problem. I don't do that
You don't
enough.
rest. Yeah, and that could be.
Yeah.
That could be.
So maybe I'll just do that all weekend.
I approve of that. Well, I thought you were going to say, you met that huge deadline.
Oh yeah,
I
I
mean, that's a
did
big
make
deal.
it
Yeah.
on Tuesday. We made it plus half a spread. So we had 30 due, not 30, and we got 30 and a half. Now, how was your week, Miss Rouse?
It was deadline week for newspaper. Monday was the day that all the stories were due so that we could start layout. 4 stories were done and ready to be placed. And I think we had we had some photos, but there was a lot of last minute after school, who's in the building, who can take a photo of this, and that kind of running around that was happening. Monday night I was in rehearsal for the Pit, and Tuesday night I was in rehearsal for the Pit, and was coming back here when I could, and Wednesday I was just here until 8 o'clock on Wednesday night
Good times.
doing newspaper layout stuff. And then last night, it was the same thing where I was here, I was on stage, and then I was here, and then I'd be on stage, and then I'd be here, and on stage and here. And usually, in previous deadlines, we PDF and send the paper into the Leader. The Bellevue Leader prints our paper, and we would do that Thursday nights. And it became very clear at about 7 o'clock that was not going to happen. And the thing is that the Bellevue Leader needs 5 business days to print our papers. So that's one of the challenges of running a newspaper, is that you're up against, you have to account for, you want it to come out on X date, which means you actually need the paper a day before, so that you can go get the paper, because it takes us 5 minutes to pick up the paper. I don't want to pay $35 out of our budget for them to deliver it here, and who knows when they're going to drop it off, So, and so in the past what we've done is we've gone during our GPS time at the end of the day, I take a group of kids in a van over to the Bellevue Leaders, 5 minutes away, and we pick up the paper and bring it in, and then the next day in class, we divide it all up, and everyone has a paper route, and we take it around. And so I told them it had to be done by 9:30 today, because if it wasn't done by 9:30 today, then we wouldn't have time to FTP it over to the Leader, and then we would lose a business day, and then there'd be no guarantee that we'd actually have it next Thursday. So, yeah.
That's dramatic.
So I walk in, and I tell them this, that it has to be done by 9:30. There may have been a bribe of donuts. I stopped and got donuts for them, and told them that if they didn't have the paper done by 9:30, then they weren't going to get any donuts. And
I got donut because I finished my article.
Yes, he did. Yes. And all the pages were done, and we're just getting PDF'd at 9:40 this morning. And so then I tried to FTP them, and we're having technical difficulties in the computer lab, and so...
What? I'm shocked.
So the Bellevue Leader did not actually get the paper until 11 o'clock this morning. I emailed them and said, what do you want me to do? Because I don't know how to FTP it on a Windows machine, and I didn't know what file server they wanted us to use. And so anyway, we met deadline.
Mm-hmm.
We were a little late, but yeah, and it's a great issue. My page editors did some really great things with layout. We have entered the world of QR codes with our website. I'll be here from 10 to 5 for musical rehearsal. And then Sunday, I have to grade until my eyes bleed.
Oh.
And then Monday is musical rehearsal, and then we open on Tuesday.
Yay.
So should really, if you are in the metro area, should really consider coming by and watching the musical.
Tickets are...
Tickets are, I think, $7 for adults, $7 or $8 for adults.
They're pretty cheap.
And it is a quality show. This is how much the universe hates me, right? So this week, I'm exhausted. Next week, I will be just as exhausted. And then what happens on Saturday night next week?
I don't know.
I lose an hour of sleep.
Oh, is that coming up?
Strauss
Or is taking a nap?
No one would watch it without me.
Oh, you're probably right. Maybe. Did you
Yeah.
get fired?
I'm gonna get fired.
I don't know. I haven't been hearing anything. Should we call it a day?
I think we should call it a day.
Yeah.
I'm going shopping.
I need to go get some more coal for the fire. Because I'm so cold.
I need to go find some Zen
Mm.
peace. And so I'm going to Sephora in Ulta. That's what I'm doing. All right. Have a great week, all tens
Bye.
of viewers.
Hundreds.
Tens.
Hundreds.
Here we go.